had an interview with King James I. James has been well known as a king who came after the Virgin Queen. But how did he gain the throne of England, Scotland and Ireland to create Great Britain? Today we will get some answers to his personal life and political. Hello James, it's nice to meet you. Welcome from the dead.
Thank you.
When were you born?
I was born on 19th June 1566.
Who was the ruler of England before you?
Queen Elizabeth I.
Who were your parents?
I was the son of Mary, Queen of Scots, and Henry Stuart.
Were you only king of England?
No, I was the king of Scotland, England and Ireland. I got Scotland through my mother, Mary, Queen of Scotland, and England and Ireland through Henry VIII, King of England and Lord of Ireland.
Did you have any siblings?
No, I was an only child.
Were you raised by your parents?
No, I was not. I was raised by the Earl and Countess of Mar.
Why were you not raised by your parents?
Because of the war between Roman Catholics and Protestants. My parents were Roman Catholics, but most of Scotland were or wanted to be Protestants. That created tension. My father betrayed my mother and killed her private secretary. Later my father was killed too, presumably revenge for the death of Riggio, the secretary. My mother then married again, a man that people thought was the one to kill my father, which made the nation resent and hate her. She was before that already very unpopular. Almost a year after I was born, the Protestant arrested my mother and forced her to give up the crown and give it to me.
When did you become king?
I became King of Scotland when I was 1 year old, more precise, 13 months old.
Were you a Catholic or Protestant, considering the history you had with the fight between Roman and...
I was raised as a Protestant in accordance with the rest of the Scottish ruling class.
Did you have any girlfriends growing up?
No, I did not have much interest or time to think about women. I was ruling a country.
Did you ever get married?
Yes, I did. I married Anna of Denmark, a 14-year-old princess. She was a younger daughter of Frederick II. Every king has to marry to secure his reign.
Did you have any children?
Yes, I had 3 children. Henry, he was the oldest, but he only survived to the age of 18. Elizabeth, she became the Queen of Bohemia. And then Charles, who was my successor.
Did you and Anna die altogether?
We had 20 great years together before she died. I stayed with her the whole time. I really cherished her. She was a great wife.
Did you ever marry again?
No, there was no need for another wife. I had a successor, and I've never fell in love after Anna's death.
James, you're known as the man who united the crowns of Scotland, England and Ireland. So, can you tell me a bit about your accession of the English crown?
As you probably know, Queen Elizabeth I was known as the Virgin Queen because she never married, therefore she had no children. She was the last of Henry VIII's descendants, so I was the likeliest heir to the English throne. Through my great-grandmother, Margaret Tudor, who was Henry VIII's oldest sister. In the last year of Elizabeth I's life, her chief minister, Sir Robert Cecil, maintained a secret correspondence with me to prepare a smooth succession. Then in March 1603, with the Queen clearly dying, Sir Robert Cecil sent me a draft proclamation of my accession to the English throne. When Elizabeth died, I was proclaimed king the same day in London, 24th March.
When was your coronation?
It took place on 25th July 1603.
Your succession went by quite smoothly, but you did experience 2 conspiracies in the first year of your reign. What happened?
Those are the byplot and main plot. The 2 of them led to the arrest, among others, of Lord Copan and Sir Walter Raleigh.
How did you unite the crowns of Scotland and England?
I was ambitious to establish a single country under one monarch, one parliament, and one law. A plan which met oppositions of both realms. In April 1604, however, the Commons refused on legal grounds my request to be titled King of Great Britain. In October 1604, I assumed the title of King of Great Britain.
Why did your government face financial pressure?
My government faced financial pressure due partly to creeping inflation, but also to the profligacy and financial incompetence of my courts.
How did you die?
Well, I had a lot of health issues. I had arthritis, gout, and kidney stones. I also lost my teeth. All of them. I died after being sick from dysentery at the age of 60.
Elizabeth was king, now James queen. Why did you think people said that?
Because Elizabeth had the personality of the king, while I had a peaceful and scholarly attitude.
Of a queen, then?
Yes.
This is the last question. Are you gay? It has been thought by many scholars that your relationship with men in the past and that you did not marry again after Anne's death is suspicious, in the least, since you are related to Henry VIII, who had 8 wives. There have been found letters, secret doors, and the fact that you were called feminine. So, are you gay?
I decline that rumor. I was simply just grieving my wife.
There you have it, folks. The answers to your questions about James VI and James I, personal and political life. He had a big step to fill in. He was the ruler after Queen Elizabeth, but he didn't have to rule one country. He had to rule 3.